G'day and thanks for joining us again for the boat show. As you can see, this location is absolutely divine. It does not get much better than this. We're here at the Maroon Dam, about 2 hours from Brisbane and roughly around 2 hours from the Gold Coast as well. Not too far to get the absolute most pristine conditions out here when it comes to fishing, boating, camping, all that good stuff. Now we're going to check out Camp Lakefire, meet up with the boys, Brad and Dean, and they're going to run us through a few little things that we do when we go up there to have a look about. Now, not stopping there, if you're into your camping, it's a great posse as well, but if you're not quite into it or you don't have any camping gear, by all means, you can hire all the goodies there. Not stopping there, it's got all the bungalows as well, so if you don't like the tents and the drop toilets, by all means, it's got full amenities, campfires, dog-friendly, the list just keeps going on and on. There's plenty of activities to do for the kids and not to mention for the adults as well. We're going to head out on the water today, see if we can catch ourselves a little bit of bass. Before we get up there, we can't get too carried away because if you plan on going fishing on Maroon Dam, you actually have to have yourself a permit. I have got one earlier, which is perfect. Not too hard about it. You go in there, sign your life away, and all systems go. Now you have to abide by all the rules and regulations, by the size of the fish, what you're allowed to take home and what you're not allowed to take home. You can hear the cows into the distance. I think they're calling us. Let's go up there and see what it's all about. Now look, I'm not going to lie, I'm hanging to get out of the water at Maroon Dam right now. The boat's just sitting there waiting for us to launch, but of course I have to do all the formalities and introduce you to Dean standing next to me. G'day mate, how are you?
Good, thanks mate, how are you?
Good, good. Look, like I said, I'm itching to get out there. We've got a great day, sun's shining, nice smooth water, but we've got to do the formalities. Now, yep. Camp Lakefire, this is a beautiful location, nice and wide. How, do we know how many acres we're on here, or is it just go over the horizon, just keeps going?
No, it's 50 acres our land is.
Yep. And it entitles kind of what? So we got camping here. Do we have bungalows or anything like that, or is it?
Yeah, so we've got lakeside camping, which is where we are now. We've got topside camping closer to the toilets and showers, and we've also got 4 cabins.
Okay, so we got all the full amenities. Now, I guess the good stuff when it comes into winter and all that, can we have open fires?
Yep, sure can.
That's it. And
fire drums for every campsite.
Oh, perfect. Yep. So you supply them as well?
Yep. So
literally people just need to rock up with all their camp gear, and the amenities are here. Do we have anything? What about for the kids? We've got to entertain the kids, of course. Apart from the fact we've got this great dam standing right behind us now, what else can the kids kind of do here? Bushwalking? Do we have any other little stuff they can
Yeah, so we run a whole range of activities in small groups. We have abseiling, rock climbing, milk crate climb, archery, raft building, whole range of different activities.
A whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah. Boat hire, canoe hire, kayak hire. So all range of budgets.
The list goes on.
Yep.
So there's plenty of things to do for everyone, all ages.
Yep.
And obviously being the main attraction being the Maroon Dam. Now, I had a bit of a flick through good old the internet last night to get a few of the stats behind it. Now, it was constructed in 1974, launched in 1975. Now, I think the most amazing thing about Maroon Dam that we're standing here now is in 2003, it got down to 12%. Yep. So the dam shrunk right down.
A little puddle right out in the middle.
And that was it.
Yep.
And obviously at that point in time, you guys probably were, not doing too well for business-wise because you can't do much out here.
I wasn't here then, so I'm not sure how it went, but it wouldn't have been good.
That's it. And now, as you can see, she's right up there with all the rain that we've had, which is fantastic as always. So, mate, I guess at the end of the day, people just got to come down here and enjoy it. But I've got to tell everyone at home right now that if you plan on coming over Easter, there's about a 3-month kind of backlog. So you've got to really book in advance to come down for something exciting. And you were saying before, Dean, as well about New Year's Eve.
Yeah, we get fairly busy on New Year's Eve, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much a great place to come down, Easter, Christmas, New Year's Eve, all that good stuff. But enough chat from me. I'm going to jump in this boat. We're going to go out there and see if we can catch ourselves something exciting. Well, we're finally here at this absolutely superb location, about to drop the boat into the water. And of course, I've got Brad next to me. He's going to give us a bit of a rundown of this cracking looking boat that we got. We're going to spend the day on it today, hopefully going to get some fish.
Hope so.
Hope so. So tell me a little bit about this boat as opposed to, I guess, we can throw it out there for the guys at home, for the boats who would use, I guess, in the ocean, going out through the seaway or something like that.
This is more of a seaway sort of boat, as you can tell, but on the time we had to get available and that sort of stuff, that's all we had time for. So perfect boat for the dam though, like take the family out for the day fishing, barbecue on the beach, something like that.
So I guess as you were saying, there's no difference between the two boats for, you know, an open fishing vessel or a calm water, because we're here today at Maroon Dam, and look, it's a wide space. We're not going to have the waves or everything like that, what we would out in the open ocean, but very similar vessel you would take out for either or?
For sure, this one can go, you can go out off the Gold Coast, out off the Tweed, no worries at all. Or bring the family up here for a fun day, tubing or a bit of water skiing, wakeboarding, anything like that.
Okay, and for something so large, now do we need depth of water? Like, does anything apply? Because we are going into a dam today, as you can see here, we're running straight off. There's no, you know, concrete, you know, runway to take us straight into the water.
Yeah, no, we've just got to go back a bit deeper. Four-wheel drive, of course, probably to put it into the water a bit easier.
So if I had like a Mini Cooper S towing this something,
probably
I might
not a real good idea.
No,
I wouldn't like to go down the highway with it either.
Beautiful. All right, and so what are we running on the back? Is it a 115?
It's a 115 four-stroke Mercury.
Okay, so if we're going to be doing some jet skiing or tubing or anything like that, prime
worries
for
at
that.
all. Yep.
And a great location to do it, especially at Maroon's Dam as well.
Yep, perfect.
All right, no worries. So we're going to drop it in the water and we'll go from there.
Catch some fish.
Yeah, no worries. Fantastic.
Okay.
Well, Brad, finally out on the water, mate. This is the most exciting part of my day. Have a look at this.
Who wants to work?
I'd like to tell everyone at home that this is what I do for a living, and it's fantastic. No, I'm only kidding. No, look, so we're finally out on Maroon Dam. Tell us a little bit about the boat we're on today, like size-wise.
It's a 5.8 metre Formosa.
Yep.
Built down the Gold Coast, of course, with the 115 four-stroke Merc on it.
Yep.
Quiet as a bell. We're sitting here talking away. The old two-stroke would be yelling at each other by now.
Yeah, nice and quiet.
No fumes, no smoke. It's got your live bait tank, all that sort of stuff, your twin batteries. Really set up, this customer's really set it up to go out offshore.
Okay.
So today we're probably posing a little bit in the dam here, but
we're still, it's still, you know, perfect for what we're going to be doing though.
Beautiful.
Absolutely prime.
Yep.
Yep.
The bigger the better, the more comfort.
Yeah, definitely. Plenty of room to move around it as well.
You get up out the front out of the sun if you want to. It's got the bimini on it and your rod holders and that sort of stuff. So yeah, so a perfect day boat for the family. Also the husband can take it down the thing with his mates, go out overnight fishing, or you can come up here for a barbecue and a day with the kids and the missus.
Kick back and relax and enjoy
That's it.
Now, of course, we've got the good old fish finder just here.
Yep.
And what do we got on here? We seen anything exciting just yet? Obviously, we are trying to catch some dinner for tonight. See how we go, fingers crossed as always.
They're showing up a few little ones. There's a little bit of stuff coming through. The bottom's very flat. At the moment, we're in 45 feet of water.
Yep.
Not metres. And we're doing about 6 knots, 6 kilometres an hour. And that's 24 degrees.
So that's outside temperature, water temperature, even better.
So yeah, so it gives you a very good range, very unique sounder, nice big screen, you can split it.
It's got all the stuff that need be. All we need to do now is find a good little location of where we are.
Yep.
Try to catch something serious.
Maybe talk to Dean and find out where the fish are.
Find where they're biting. We'll do that.
He's the local man.
He's the man in the know. Well, Dino, I guess it comes down to what we're kind of catching today. What are we on? What are we looking for? What's the target?
So the main fish you want, Australian bass and yellow belly.
Okay, so they're the two, the main ones we want. Now, do we have size restrictions? Obviously, we can't pull in anything and take it home.
Yeah, so they're going to be 30 centimetres.
30 centimetres and up. So anything above that, then we're doing well.
Yeah.
And now your bass and your yellow belly, now they are good eating fish for most people. Yeah.
On the yellow belly, there's a line of fat. I'm not sure where it is because I haven't had to catch one and been able to line it. But once you get that bit of fat off, it's really nice tasting fish. Yeah. Okay. Now, is there tricks of the trade that we need to know when we kind of go fishing in the dam? Because obviously out in the ocean, when we go out through the Seaway, Gold Coast Seaway, Tweed River, wherever it might be, we literally just throw a line over. We might be on the lures, we might be on the sinker and hooks. Yeah. Now we just drop them straight in the water and hope for the best. In a dam is a little bit different because you got your weeds and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So sort of there's a lot of timber around as like you go past timber. Yep. That's usually where you want to tie up your boat to. You don't use the anchor because you get snagged. Yep. But so in the mornings, you want to, like, just as the sun's coming up, you want to use surface lures.
Okay.
They work really well.
And you navigate yourself in nice and close
Yeah,
to the
nice and
timbers and
close
stuff
around
like
the timber and the snags. Flick your surface lures to make them look like frogs.
Yep.
And they just skip along the water.
And that's for the yellow belly and the bass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly the bass. They feed on the surface in the morning.
Sure.
And then during the day, you're better off using your diving lures, like your spinner baits and your diving lures. And then also live shrimp.
Okay.
And live shrimp do real well.
Is that what we're using today? Is that what we're going to be going for? Because
Yeah,
we've
we'll
gone in the
be
middle of the day now, we're about lunchtime-ish, so we're going for the live baits.
Yeah, live shrimp, and you just want to put them through the back of the hook and to keep them alive. You don't want them, and then they send a signal in the water, like a distress signal, and that's what attracts the fish. So
you're the man in the
we'll be
know.
on them today. Yeah.
No, that's fantastic. All right, so what else do I need to know? Am I going to pull up something else in this water? Like, I know we're targeting the fish that you mentioned. Now, is there anything else that I might kind of...
And there's some big eel-tailed catfish in here.
And now, okay, big eel catfish. Edible? What do we look at? I wouldn't eat something like that at home.
You can eat them. I don't like the taste of them. They're a little bit muddy, but if you're desperate and that's all you catch, you can eat them.
So being a catfish, obviously they're bottom feeders. They're sitting along the bottom.
Yeah,
they're
sitting along the bottom as well. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And they're good fighters. So if you like a nice freshwater fighting, and you think you're on a big fish, you're probably on a catfish.
So they're more for the fun, I guess. At the end of the day, you know, you get them, you let them go, and you put them back, as opposed to you eating like your yellow belly and your bass as well.
Yeah. And there's also plenty of spangle perch. They're annoying little fish. They're about this big.
Yep.
They got little spots on them.
So they're only small.
And yeah, they're classed as a pest as well. So we use them for red claw bait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So there is a use for them though.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
So if you do catch them, you don't even just throw them back.
Yeah, don't throw them back.
Yeah. Populate the water even more.
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. All right. Well, we'll see how we go.
No worries.